Hello everyone, this is Randy here again, another episode of Farming Simulator 15, and we are playing on the Idaho map. The great big sugarbeet field in front of us here. Please start harvesting that this episode. Also got a bunch of random other stuff going on. Case is harvesting out on field 13 there. Boss is out on field 26, I believe that is. And then we got the potato harvest going on behind us here. Assuming the silly truck there stays out of the way, the harvest goes quite well. So anyway, let's get started on the sugar beets here. I went ahead and rented I think this is the Kenworth, yes, the Kenworth truck. And we're going to see if that works for unloading the sugar beet harvester here. Seeing as how I got all my current other trucks kind of busy unloading the combines. So let's get this fired up. And I got the topper just, mounted right on the front of the tractor here. And yeah, like I said, I think that's a row of potatoes there. Not quite sure what's up with that, but anyway. I'm also not entirely sure that truck's going to work with Courseplay or not. I did record a course for it. Seeing as how it's just one truck, I'm not sure if Courseplay will behave properly with that truck or not, but we're going to find out. Your case combine is blocked. Might have to go check that out. Like he's been sitting that way just a little too long. He doesn't have anything in him either, according to the Lance mod up there. So yeah, it could actually be something wrong over there. Typically, it will say blocked if the combine is emptying, which is kind of an odd thing to say blocked. That's what it says. So, but seeing as how there's nothing in the case combine, it doesn't seem likely that it's doing that. Oh, this is going to be a long field. Just about halfway across here. Interestingly enough, you can actually hire a normal hired worker for this job. Haven't actually tried that yet, but according to that up there, it says you can. So I will probably do that at some point. But I figured at least the first few passes here, we can do a little bit of sugar beet harvesting ourselves. Actually, I wonder, is this fertilized? Probably not. I can tell anyway. I don't think I'll bother fertilizing it either. That didn't work out too well. I think it was that field 26 there that we tried fertilizing last time. That didn't work. Get to the end here, we'll go check out what's wrong with that case combine. Must be stuck on something, or something's in his way. Possibly the case that's unloading him, maybe. I wonder if we're going to fill up before we even reach the end of the row here. It's going to be a lot to sugar beets. Okay, and we're full already. Let's put that conveyor belt out, and we'll send the Kenworth on its way, assuming it's going to go anyway. Haven't actually tested that yet, so I'm not sure if it's going to work or not. Let's see, I think I put them on number 9, yes. And I did record the course already, like I said. Haven't actually tried it yet, so we'll give that a try now and see what's on the field here. See if you'll actually do anything or not. Oh, it's driving behind the combine. That's promising. No, we are stuck on something. I have no idea what we're stuck on. Must be something there, though. Combine kind of jumped up over it. A little bit of a hill, maybe? Well, it don't seem like enough of a hill that would get the combine stuck. Or maybe it was. Anyway, he should be all set to go again. And I've got the 9560 here running this overloader. I pulled the 7280 off of that so we could run that on the Sugarbeet harvester. And New Holland, looks like you are done. Don't think there's any fields that need planting at this point. My 26 will, and number 9 will once they're done. I guess technically we could go plant field 24 if we felt like it. But I honestly don't feel like doing that field. Oh, you know what? Wouldn't be so bad. Actually, I get course play to do it for me. That might be a good idea. Maybe we can do that. Like I said, a normal hired worker on that field does not work well at all. It keeps it stopping, so... Yeah, if I get course play to do it, I just happen to think of that. I should be able to do that. We'll need to set up a course for that. That is fertilize and seeding mode. I think we'll have enough seed in here to finish that field, I would think. What was the number on that field again? That was number 24. Calculate the width at 21 meters. We will start in... Oh, let's do the southwest corner. And we'll go in a easterly direction. Let's do 2 headlands. That should suffice, I would think. Amazon Pantera tool needs to be refilled. No, it doesn't actually. It's actually probably done. Come on, New Holland, what are you doing? Struggling to pull this planter? Oh, wait a minute. I bet I know why. There we go. Yeah, hired worker does not raise and lower the seeder properly. That's why. Let's generate the course. Should be good to go. Start them at the first waypoint, and we'll save that once we get over to the field here. Won't take too long. Oh, the JCB's in traffic again. How nice. That bloody truck would just stop parking in front of him or behind him in the way all the time. Boy, the amount of red stuff that keeps greasing down there. Now we got the case Magnum is slipping. Continuing to slip too, that's interesting. Okay, and we'll save that as field 24. That'd be what, 21 meter seed. Okay, waypoint and drive the course. I'm going to double check here and watch them for just a moment because I'm not sure if course play will raise and lower the seeder properly either. Yeah, course play did not lower it either. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure why it's not working because that is the standard key for, you know, up and down, V, raise and lower. Yeah, hired worker and apparently course play cannot raise and lower the seeder properly. I'm going to stop you because you don't need to do anything else. And we'll just leave you there too. Okay. Well, I'm sure his parked in the way. Like always. And the case magnet. Yeah, that would definitely put him in the way. Put the four-wheel drive on. Like I said before, this tractor seems to like to spin, so... Okay, is that combine good to go now? Looks like he's having some trouble over there. Okay, looks like we're started. Let's go back to our sugar beet harvester, which... That unloaded? Yes, it was. Excellent. Just doesn't look like there's much in the trailer there. Okay, so wow, that's a lot of sugar beets from just one row. Wow, totally not going to make this turn. I'm not entirely sure what that Kenworth is doing either. That's kind of weird. Anyway, let's read some comments here from last episode or two. Gert Jan Witt was saying, I have a question. Because he's done some silage on Westbridge Hills, and he can't get the last bit out of the bunkers. And he was wondering if I had any solutions. Yeah, if you can't actually physically get it out of the bunkers, it's probably got a bug in it somewhere. I know... We did Westbridge Hills on the multiplayer server, and I rather assumed at the time it was a multiplayer bug, but it might not be multiplayer related. It might be just in general. But we had the same problem on the multiplayer server. We lost a couple of bunkers because you get a little bit of silage in there you can't get out. You're not allowed to put anything else in until you get that bunker completely cleared out, which unfortunately we could not do. I think I actually ended up going into the XML to fix that. So as far as I know, that's the only way to fix it that I know of. You're actually going to have to go into the XML and zero out the values for those bunkers. I'd like to say that was in the vehicle XML. I don't remember exactly though. There's a couple different XMLs with a whole bunch of stuff in them in your save game folder. And yeah, I don't recall exactly which XML file they were in again. I'd like to say the vehicle, but it might have been, you know, there's the career save game vehicle as is what, a dozen different XML files. Yes, that's as far as I know. The only way you can do that is you're actually going to have to go into the XML file and zero out the values for that bunker. Kind of a pain in the butt, unfortunately. Gage was asking, what's the mod that is in the top left corner telling you when the combines are full? The mod in the top left is the Glance mod. That's off of FSUK. And yeah, it basically tells you, like I said, combines are full. It basically shows all the hired workers and what they're doing. And you can actually change the level of detail too if you want more detail, less detail. I have it on, I think it's default is 5. Maybe I can't change it while I'm in the tractor here. Or maybe maybe I crashed the game. I think I crashed the game. Okay, folks, we'll be back in a month, though, once I've fixed the game, because it looks like it's crashed, because I can't do nothing. Okay, folks, and we're back after the crash. I think I got everybody going again, hopefully. Yeah, it's a lot of stuff to restart. I got all the combines going, tractors unloading them, planters, the potato harvesting equipment. Getting the potato tractor that's harvesting the potatoes going again is the worst. Because it's such a narrow course, getting them lined up where he needs to be to continue driving the course play course is a real pain. Keeps wanting to go to that side, or go the opposite way, so on and so forth. Okay, we've crashed again. Okay, and we're back yet again, and I did take a look at the log here before I started recording again, indicating an error with a field marker, a nil value, so good stuff there. Oh, and we're full. Yeah, anyway, this time around I just got sugar beet harvesting going. I'd say screw everybody else. They can wait. I'm just guessing it's probably course play that's planting out on field 24 there that's caused the problem. That funny field that we started planting there with the New Holland and the large planter. Not 100% sure on that, but I'm going to guess that's what's happening, because that's the only thing that I can think of that would have a field marker on it. Although that planter doesn't... Yeah, that planter doesn't actually have any field markers, which I guess could be a problem if Courseplay is trying to use them. Doesn't say anything about field markers though, so... Oh, we're planting corn. Okay. I guess we're planting corn on that field. Probably should have looked at what we were planting before I started planting it. Anyway, looks like we're back in business again, hopefully. And yes, like I was saying before, all the crashes here, the little mod there up in the top corner, quite a handy mod in my opinion, called the Glance mod, and you can get that off of FSUK. There should also be a link in the mod list below. Keywords being should be. I do occasionally forget to put links in there, and I don't update it all the time. That one's been there for a while, so it should be there. And yes, like I said, for this episode, I'll probably do the sugar beet harvesting myself, and then from then on out, probably be a hired worker. With hopefully the Kenworth doing its job of emptying. And Delcom here posted a comment from a couple episodes back that I was always going to read, but I haven't gotten around to, or kind of forgot to. Metric lesson 101. He says 1,000 liters equals 1 metric ton. 1 imperial U.S. ton equals 1.1 metric tons. Hope that helps. And reference, this was what episode? I'm not sure what episode this was off of again, but if you look in here, it says sell prices. It says ton. And, you know, obviously it's stored in liters here. But yeah, when I see ton, I always think ton is in the U.S. ton, not the metric ton. Yeah, game-wise, it's probably actually the metric ton, not the U.S. ton. So worth noting there. That's what always kind of threw me for a loop. I never gave it a thought that, oh yeah, that'd be the metric ton. Which would make a lot more sense than the U.S. ton, because U.S. ton, compared to liters, it's like that doesn't really make sense. But if it's metric ton, that makes a lot more sense. And another comment from Delcom here again. He says he enjoyed the tractor pull. Looking forward to the New Holland John Deere Pull Fest. And he says great use of the chain mod. So yeah, probably not this episode. Hopefully next episode I'll get around to getting that New Holland and the that'd be the big New Holland we have, and then the John Deere 9560 RT, tracked one that we have. We'll see if we can get a nice pull going with that. Hopefully that chain can hold up to that amount of stress. It should be a relatively easy competition for the New Holland, in my opinion. The New Holland has considerably more horsepower. And yeah, being quad track, I would think it would have a little better ground presence. We'll find out. Yeah, a lot of times when it comes down to tractor pulls, it actually comes down to your ground presence more than it does your horsepower. Keep your tires, I wouldn't say not spinning, but a minimal amount of spinning going on. As you know, transferring that power from the wheels to the ground properly, you'll do a lot better job pulling. Okay. Go faster than this. Although this is probably a safe speed, to be honest. What am I looking for? I am looking for this right here. Let's deactivate that. See if that makes them a little quicker in coming to empty us. Okay, let's turn that on first, maybe. Yeah, it definitely looks like a nice animation on the harvester here. Actually got a little bit of an animation going on with the topper as well, kind of like green particle coming out of it. And it looks like it might be more than a topper too, I can't tell, but it looks like it's got some extra doohickeys on the back here. I'm not particularly familiar with sugar beet harvesting, so like there might be more going on than just topping with the sugar beet topper here. And also see once if deactivating the pathfinding here, once we reach 50%, that Kenworth should actually come empty us. We'll find out. Comment from the Gray Farmer here. And he is commenting, I'm assuming, about the John Deere disc ripper we have. And from he was saying if it would be called a landall from what he remembers. A ripper is a fall tiller, he said. Yeah, according to him, that disc ripper we have, that John Deere 2720, I believe it is, that would be called a landall. Basically, if you read the brochure from John Deere on it, it's a disc ripper that is designed for seed bed preparation in one pass. That's basically what they say about it. Now, typically nowadays you usually do it in two passes, at least in where I live anyway. You'll go across it with a chisel plow, that'll be your primary tillage, and then you'll go across it with some disc, field cultivator, some form of lighter tillage, that'll be your secondary tillage, and that at that point should be ready for seeding. Whereas the John Deere disc ripper that we have, that's designed for one pass rather than two passes. At least from my understanding, that's the idea behind it. So Chad31 was saying, that's funny, just because it's green doesn't mean it's the best. LOL. Everyone has their favorite depending on what you grew up with. That's true, yep. But green is still the best. Maybe not really, but that's what I'm going to say. So, and yes, when it comes to farming sim, John Deere probably is my favorite tractor. Although I do like the case tractors too; those are quite nice. As for the New Hollands, I'll probably give those a pass. I'm kind of preferable to the red and green tractors myself. Okay, looks like that's all the comments up to this point. So I think we'll wrap up the episode here with all the problems I've had. So, hey, folks, have any comments or questions? Be sure to leave them below. And as always, thanks for watching, and until next time.